Death is a doorway for the living. We cross the threshold into loss and memory when someone dies. It takes but a step or two to cross, but those steps are giant steps, as the children's game says, not baby steps. Steps that cannot be reversed. We can walk backward, but can never return across the threshold. Death is a doorway for the living. Each step through that doorway feels like a jump off a cliff if we get shoved through with no preparation. We stumble and trip, badly bruised with grief. When we have notice, when we know we're crossing the threshold to mourning, we can measure our steps, a little anyway, and crossing the threshold may be softer or gentler, though probably not. We still walk unevenly, off balance, with mourning and grief. In the end, how doesn't really matter, does it? Either way, the choice to walk through that doorway is not ours. Our loved ones, our friends, our family, they leave and our status forever changes. We walk, talk, eat, sleep, and breathe differently after they have gone. Death is a doorway for the living, however we walk through it. We can't walk back. We are forever changed by losing another, by feeling the pain reeling from day to day, moment to moment, struck by sadness at the oddest times, or maybe all the time. We can't walk back and reverse death. We can, though, stop moving and remember. Yizkor allows us to pause. Yizkor invites. Turn and look back through that doorway. Remember. See what was. Catch a glimpse. Smell a scent. Hear a sound. Feel a touch. In these sacred moments, turn your gaze back across the threshold, through the doorway. Look back on love, on partnership, on friendship, the one at your side on the journey. Recall endless challenge or great laughter. Turn and see the family seder, that furrowed brow at the office, the birthday gathering. See the ties hanging in the closet, sneakers by the door, earrings on the dresser, a dress ready for an evening out. Notice the bicycle on its side. See a shadow, that familiar outline at the stove. Look back through that doorway, see her reading in her chair. Hear him yelling at the TV. Note their joy as grandkids run wild, their delight out walking in the world. Listen for the predictable phone message, that story or joke again. Listen for that concern or nudge or worry that is theirs. Feel a moment of tenderness or that tension from anxiety. Recall that embrace. Catch a scent of that favorite dish for the holidays or that cologne, even perspiration after time on the court. Death is a doorway for the living. We stand in the doorway and try to reverse time, to bring the past to our present, even to our future. Would that we could reverse time. Would that we could walk back through the doorway and make death go away. Would that we could. Instead, we do our best to remember. Death is a doorway for the living. We can't go back through it. We can't change the past, but we can stand in the doorway and look back. When we enter the doorway, we bring memory to the now. Yizkor is the now. We walk to the doorway, we turn, we remember. Yizkor is a doorway to the living. We stand in its safe frame now and look back. We remember. Yizkor, remember. Yizkor.